Why is it so hard to stand out on YouTube? To be special? You're a cool person, you're making great content, you're making things that you care about, you've followed all the tips and tricks that those how to grow on YouTube channels have talked about, but it's not happening for you. What are we missing and what can we do about it? That's what we're getting into in this video. So if you're ready for it, buckle up, let's get into it. For those of you I haven't met yet, I'm Eric Wen, and on this channel we talk about communication and self-awareness. Investing in those things, learning about those things, so that we can become amazing change makers in this world. The unfun, uncomfortable truth about why your YouTube channel is probably not growing or getting the viral attention you think it deserves is because it probably doesn't stand out. And that's not saying that it's not good or even great. It's just that there's a lot of really good and great content online. The past 3 months I've realized that if I want to reach more people with this channel, I need to know the difference between great content and remarkable content. Remarkable, something that's worth remarking on, something that gets us to comment and share and think about the video afterwards and want to come back for more naturally. That's pretty hard to do. You see, this is taking stuff one step further from, I think I'm special, I like photography, I'm gonna make photography content, videography content, educational content, inspiring content, personal, authentic content. That's all great, that's all worth doing. But if you're honest with yourself, does your content actually stand out? Are you packaging yourself in a way that's actually special? That's an uncomfortable question to ask, because I think if 99% of us are honest with ourselves, the answer is no. Now that doesn't have anything to do with you. You are awesome, you are special, you are outstanding. But there's a difference between that and having outstanding content. Think about it. Every single big creator on this platform, every single person that has grown and emerged out of nowhere, got there because they found a way to stand out. And I'm not talking about clickbait. I'm talking about they found a format. They found a way to package their personality, their interests, their message in a way that was actually different. If you want success with anything, it's not just YouTube, you have to be so self-aware. You have to know not just how you are special, but also how to package yourself, present yourself in a way where other people can tell that you're special. That's why these how to grow on YouTube channels have a ceiling of how helpful they can be to you. They can tell you how to optimize your videos wonderfully. They can tell you how to be strategic with your content. They can tell you what other people have done to find success. But if you're looking for that secret sauce, lightning strike, magic ingredient from them, they can't tell you that in a video because they don't know you. You have to know yourself. You have to know what makes you special. You have to know how to present that in a special way to other people. All right, we've got to move on. So what actually makes content remarkable? When I asked myself this question a couple months ago, I took a hard look at what I actually do and what I actually like on YouTube. What content is getting me excited and talking to my friends? What content am I tuning in consistently for? What channels are popping up out of nowhere and why? Observation number 1. Don't stop at just giving value. I think a lot of us watch a little bit of Gary Vee and we think, oh, as long as I give some form of value, any type of value, I'm doing a great job. I should pat myself on the back, we're doing good. People are gonna find me and like me. And now it's probably true people will like that you're giving value as opposed to selfishly taking value from them. But just because you're giving value doesn't mean people are going to actually talk about you or find that value helpful. For instance, if I were to give $20 to someone who was homeless versus my parents, their reactions would be very, very different. The value of the $20 bill is still $20, but the value of that exchange is very different because of both people's different needs, if that makes sense. This is a problem I've had with my channel a lot. Just because you're giving something doesn't mean you're giving the right thing to the right people who need it. Instead of thinking about, am I giving something, think about, am I filling a need? Now, in terms of filling a need, observation number 2 is that there's sort of 4 core things that you can bring to the table as a creator. And if you can create or present something special in each of these 4 spaces, chances are actually pretty high that you can thrive and grow and succeed on this platform. The first thing that all of this remarkable content had in common was that you're usually sharing some sort of unique perspective or expertise or spectacle that people don't normally have access to. This could be by being a professional or expert in some very unique space, or you're like Mr. Beast and showing people something they've never seen before. Or it could be that you're really good at gathering high quality information in a thoughtful way and presenting it. Whatever it is, this category is all about giving people access to an experience or perspective that they've never seen before. So it doesn't necessarily need to be anything crazy. You don't need to be a professional knife juggler. It could be that you are 80 years old or a mom. The second way that you can be remarkable is with your personality, your relatability. Do people trust you? Do they relate to you? Are you presenting them with a well-rounded, quirky, interesting, entertaining person? Are you not just giving them motivation, but are you actually giving them a person that they trust to give them motivation? The third category is format and style. This one can really go a long way. Often the people who have blown up out of nowhere is because they take a topic or genre that you do know and they present it in a format or a style that you've never seen before. And they embrace the style so much that, you know, one of the most fun parts about these YouTube channels is that you can tune in every single week and you can expect a certain format or presentation of their content. The final category that you can stand out in is how you make people feel after they watch your videos. Do they feel smarter, relaxed, entertained, thoughtful, nostalgic? Oftentimes we don't remember the information in videos, we remember how did that video make me feel? Chances are pretty high that you're already great at least one of these categories. Chances are also high that there's also some of these categories that are giving you some problems that are holding your content back. When I looked at the content that has exploded out of nowhere, it was usually because they found a way to make their mark and stand above the rest in each of these 4 categories at the same time. They found a special concoction that mixed their interests with these 4 categories so that they could really create something special. Don't worry too much about being the best in each of these 4 categories. It's not really about that. It's more about, are you doing something different in each of these 4 categories? That's when something really special happens. What's your unique mix of these 4 categories that adds up to something that people have never seen before? And that's why it's so hard to succeed on YouTube. Even when you have the 4 building blocks spelled out for you, even when you have the blanks in front of you, it's really hard for us to fill in those blanks with the answers. It's hard, but I don't think it's impossible, and it definitely doesn't need to happen overnight. I wanted to have this discussion in this video, not to highlight the flaws in our videos, not to make us feel like our content isn't good enough. It's more to get us to think more creatively about our content. How can we push our content further? How can we mix it up? How can we make our mark? It's up to us to figure out how to stand out on this platform. Because if we can't figure out how our content is special, how are other people supposed to figure out and see that for us? You are the change maker of your own life. Let's think more deeply. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, share if you feel so inclined. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, peace. Bye.